lomurimo mukulu nititashamba. Nero vangavyavulambu ngahanu mamashava tukova titashamba tuliokonya kushikuweni. Obo mushia makola kuti utuhe tukakushava utuhia maezi wangatokirikulia vana abakuluba malamu wabwangane natitashamba twangahumulikana kuba ibya byahakera abatata bakina balere.
Because of the melting glaciers, but also because of unpredictable rainfall, we found there's a lot of flooding in 2018 and 2019. Their belief system is greatly at risk, and we felt it's important not only to try and retrieve what is left, but also raise awareness about the intangible cultural heritage attached to some of these sites.
Ebentu mubyasenda binene nerolusi lwamabitwaleka buli
ahantu habyeshandekere neryo ekyemiti musikuba kyamaleta mabwe kyamaleta shangwangwa neryo shamasa shama birebire shandekere sheteshe byahantu neryo shamahwaho.
We have so many cultural sites around us and people really respect them. We ask the people to work with us to see, first of all, how we can map, document, and make these sites known. Places of sacrifice, places of prayer. We are able to identify about 50 cultural sites, but most of them have been affected by the floods.
Our business is to care for heritage and make sure that it's safe, it's preserved, it's well known. So on the one hand, you have conservationists who are interested in biodiversity and climate change, global warming, concepts which are very foreign. And on the other hand, for different reasons, a community is contributing to those objectives by caring about their forests and making sure the water bodies are clean and they're not contaminated, because water is also considered sacred.
Cross Cultural Foundation of Uganda is trying to work with the cultural leaders and the elders within the community to make sure that we use cultural knowledge to see how we mitigate the effects of climate. They told us that there are special types of vegetation that you can plant near the river. They can be planted by the spiritual leaders, and when the river floods again, it doesn't go beyond that kind of vegetation.
Echakavere eritsendelikania ebyobuhangwa akende syabulerana twamathendyegesya abandu abakulu bakulu nabalere balere okwa muwasu owemenya eringeyi.
The badge system allows children to be able to take ownership and track their progress as they go through. So as they complete the activities, they obtain a sticker, and once they've got a certain amount of stickers, they've achieved their badges. The badges that we're offering to children are biodiversity, oceans, forests, climate change, energy and pollinators. There's 6 badges all in all. We've just completed the biodiversity badge where they did some investigations into their local biodiversity and learned about global biodiversity, and also took some small actions such as making their gardens more friendly to wildlife. They just created posters actually from what they learned during it.
I love being a Power Ranger because I like I like animals and I like conservation. I love being a Power Ranger because I love wildlife and we're discovering about wildlife. I love being a Power Ranger because it's all about nature and I really like nature. I live around a lot of it and Power Rangers is all about animals and helping them. And so I really like it because that's what I really like to do.
And the next badge that we start is going to be the Oceans badge. And today we made underwater scopes, so they're going to take them out to the rock pool and see what we can find. We are part of the UN Youth Development Fund and the Into Heritage Network, so we're connected to other clubs and associations all around the world. It's lovely for our participants to see other peers all around the world taking part in these type of activities, from places as local as the UK all the way to places like the Cayman Islands.
Mangroves perform so many great services for the people of Cayman. We all know that they're important habitat for animals, but they're also important nursery areas for fish species. And also the Central Mangrove Wetland in the middle of the island provides 40% of the rainfall over on the western side of Cayman where most of the people live. It also is really important for storm protection. That's what mangroves are famous for, right? It absorbs a lot of the wind and wave whenever storms come and helps to protect human structures behind them. Having these natural areas protected and in pristine condition is important for people as well as animals. National Trust likes to work with community partners whenever possible because we found that we can do so much more together by working with the Mangrove Rangers, by working with the Mangrove Action Project with Martin Keeley. We've been doing that education project for now 20 years.
Yeah, we've been running the Marvelous Mangroves program in conjunction with the National Trust since 2000-2001, and it's been taught in every Year 5 class for every public school right up until present. And it was a matter of educating people and young people as well to understand their value.
And the Mangrove Rangers have been incredible. So this is a group of young people that are really passionate about the subject. And what they've been able to do is take it one step beyond. So they're really important advocates for mangrove protection.
The Rangers were founded just over a year ago, and they've been doing several things. First of all, we had to train them, and then they got involved in a lot of public events, protests, for example, and also teaching in the classes, working with the teachers and the kids to educate the kids as well.
So my name is Cassandra McDowell, and I work in education with the Mangrove Rangers. So I've been very involved in the conservation work here in the Cayman Islands for many, many years. Right out of high school, I was volunteering with multiple different organizations across all 3 islands. I also work in tourism here in Grand Cayman, so having those nursery grounds to then supplement the fish population on the reefs and for our fishing community is a very big part in the island's culture and heritage.
I think because of Martin's program, and this in conjunction with the National Trust has been going on for 20 years, it's hard to find somebody that doesn't know that mangroves are important.